This is a disclaimer for the following video. I do not represent any political party of the United Kingdom. This video is not an attempt to garner votes for any political party during the 2015 general election. These views are my own, and these opinions are my own. This is not my election campaign video either. This is me giving my opinion in light of a general election. Thank you. If I became Prime Minister, this is what I'd do. Firstly, I'd reform the sex education we give our children in schools. So, from my own experience, I only learnt the biological basics, and that was at the end of primary school. If I were Prime Minister, I would change it so that, yes, we still learn the basics, but we learn them thoroughly and without shame or embarrassment. Then during our later teenage years, we learn about consent and lad culture and rape culture. We make our children more sexually aware so that we can curb the negative, toxic sexual culture that we have created for ourselves. I would also aim to reduce tuition fees in universities. Currently, a university can charge £9,000 a year for a student to study there. I would reduce this, allowing the universities to reduce their own internal fees, such as accommodation, allowing for students to have a better quality of life. I'd also invest more into green energy and renewable energy through the use of subsidies for green energy and just more money into researching renewable energy sources. We cannot live on fossil fuels forever, and so we need to find something sustainable, reliable, and renewable to aid us when eventually fossil fuels run out or we're near a conflict because of scarce fossil fuels. I would also abolish the non-domicile status that currently exists in UK taxation law. A non-domicile resident is someone who lives in this country but does not pay tax on any earnings they make outside this country. For example, a Saudi Arabian oil baron who has non-domicile status will not pay tax on any earnings he makes in Saudi Arabia. This is unfair on the British citizens who have to pay on any earnings they make outside the United Kingdom, and so if I abolish non-domicile status, I will make a fairer and more equal society. I'd also conduct an in-depth review of our military. I have a lot of respect for what the military does and that they have my support, but are we too trigger-happy as a nation? Are we spending too much on defence and militarisation? This is what my review will ask, and it will take reforms if necessary. On the subject of reforms, I will also look into our benefit system. Currently, in my personal belief, I think too many people slip through the cracks of the system, i.e. they don't get the benefits they need, while there are people who actively do not work when they could physically work because they make more money on benefits than the average family does from working. This is ridiculous. Why should I get paid more for sitting around on my arse rather than getting out and doing something for society? And so I would review and reform the benefit system as I see appropriate. I would also decriminalise sex work. This is currently a very topical and heated issue, but I believe that sex work is just as valid as any other work, and it has numerous benefits to society, such as increased revenue, tourism, pleasure, global countries' happiness. But I believe that while it should not be legalised, as that would allow the government to regulate it, I believe it should be criminalised so that sex workers can work in safety and without fear of prosecution. So that is what I would do if I became Prime Minister. Thank you.